Hey you guys, it's your girl Brian from Be Your For Creations, and I'm doing a video today, a highly requested video on how do I make my sizing for my words on my items. So I'm just going to use this one because this was the question that was asked on the video, but you can do this technique with anything any object you have. So first I want to say I buy my acrylic pieces from 3 different places, and each place they do give me these like mock-up type things to make it easy for me. So the t-shirts, the scrub shirts I have, this size right here, it is the 2nd size. So I usually just delete these that I don't need, and I just work with the size that I need. Okay, so usually what I do is I usually just add the word on the object. So I'll go to text, and let's say I'm writing Nurse Bria, right? Or I want it spaced out. So let's say I wanted nurse, and then let's say I want Bria. So I type the word Bria. So I type the word, and then I unlock it here, and I minimize it until it fits inside the object that I want. So here, let's say I want it like that, and then I want the Bria. And I want Bria right here. So I know that this Nurse Bria is gonna fit on that shirt. Okay, so, and that goes for like anything. Let's say I want it here, and I want to drag it all the way like this, nurse, and then I want to put this here, and I want it to come down, Bria. That's how it's going to look on the shirt. Okay, you can always like minimize everything. If I want to make this smaller, that's how it's going to look on the shirt. Okay, if I want to move it, that's how it's going to look on the shirt. Now you can do this with anything. So let's say I'm not using the shirts, but I have a circle, and I want it to be, and my circle is 3 inches, right? So of course you know it's gonna be 3 inches width, 3 inches height. So now here's my circle, and I just type inside of it, or I put the picture inside of it. So I'll show you both ways. So here, if I type, I'm gonna put Bria, and then I'll put nurse, and I'm going to take it and do the same thing. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it where it can fit how I want it, and that's just kind of like a template. That's my template. So I know on that 3-inch circle, this is how it's going to look. Okay, the same thing goes for if you have a picture. Sometimes I like to make this lighter, like make it a white circle. And then I can add a picture. So I will upload my picture the same way. And let's see, what picture am I going to use? Let's say I want to use a picture of, I'll use this one because this is the one I did on my tray, my roll-in tray that I have to do a picture of. But you see how big the picture is? So I would just come down here and unlock the picture, and then make it small like this. But I will bring the circle to the front. So I will bring it, send it to the front, so I can see exactly what my circle is going to cover. Okay, so if I'm putting this picture on a keychain, this is what my picture is going to cover. It's covering the picture of Nipsey Hussle. Okay, so I'm going to take it, and I want it to cover all of that right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to slice it. So now I can get rid of this, I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. And now that's my 3-inch circle. Okay, so that is how I get anything I want. That is how I measure out the pictures and or words. And if I basically, I make out of my shapes, I make mock-ups. So let's say I wanted a rectangle like this, I unlock it, I make the rectangle how I want. Like, let's say I want it like that. And then I just take my text. Let's say I had a rectangle that was 5 by 6. And I take my rectangle, use this as my template, and I add words. So this says Be Your For Creation, my business name. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to make it smaller. So I have something that's 5 by 6 and I'm going to take it like that. So that is how it's going to fit inside that mock-up. So basically, make a long story short, you're making a template on Cricut of how your object is. And then you're using it as a template to decorate or whatever. And like I said, if I wanted it like this, you can't really read it, but if I wanted it like that, if I want to change, and then every time you change the font, you might have to rechange that. So you see how I changed the font and the words got smaller. So I want to make it the whole thing, so I just spread it out. And that's my that is how I basically make sure everything fits inside of my objects. So for this one, it kind of made it bigger, so I would take it and I would move it again like that. So I know once I cut this out, Be Your For Creations, on my 5 by 6, that this is going to fit just like that, from this end to this end. So you guys, this was just a short video on how I did that. I'm also going to show you guys real quick, if you have an object, let's say you don't know how to you have something and you don't know the size, right? So I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, let's say you have this object here. This is one of my little acrylics and you don't know the size. What I usually do is I just measure it in inches. So I take it and I just measure, and as you can see, this is a 3-inch circle. You can see that. So I know I need to come to my screen and make a 3-inch circle. So, you know, for example, if I wanted to decorate my phone case, let's just say I wanted to decorate my phone case, I would measure it. Wait, I would do it in inches though. I would measure it, and then I would say this is about 6 inches. Nope, hold on. About a little bit more, less than, like right before 6 inches. And then I will measure it this way. So that's the height is, I will do the height is 6. And then this is about 3. A little bit shorter than 3. Okay. So then I will come to my screen. Let me put it back on my screen. So we said, alright, so then I will come to my screen. So we said that was what? I don't know what we said. 3 by 6. Let's just say we said 3 by 6. So I will come to my shapes. I will get a square. I will unlock it. And I will make it a 3. I will make the width 3. And then make the height 6. So that's my phone case. And I know that anything I want on the back of that phone case, I will take my text. I don't know, I'm just writing anything, y'all. I will take my text and make it fit this template. If that's how I wanted it, you know, like that. So that's how I do it. If I have the dimensions, I just automatically go in there and put them in on Cricut. If I don't have the dimensions, I measure with my measuring tape. And that is how I usually measure all of my objects, all of my things. That's how I know if it's going to fit. That's how I know it's not going to fit. And I do the same thing for this. If I wanted to put a picture on my phone case, let's say I wanted to do Nipsey Hussle again. Let me find that picture. Let's say I wanted to do Nipsey Hussle again. I take it, the picture, like this, make it smaller. I move this to the front, right? Then I take it, I drag it, and I know whatever this is over, whatever my template, my 5 by 6 template, I know that that's what's going to cover. So I make it so that, because I want the picture to cover. So I flex the picture a little bit so all of it fits within my 5x6, and then I slice it. So now I know when I print that out, here's my phone case. So that's how you do it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have a great day, you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.